At the beginning of the movie, we see a mini truck driver whose vehicle hits a deer, but the shocking thing is that despite the heavy impact, the deer does not die. It slowly stands up, its eyes change color, and it no longer looks normal. A deadly virus has already begun to spread, turning living beings into something terrifying. After this, we are introduced to a man named Shiv, who works as a company fund manager. He is extremely busy with his job, and because of this, he is divorced. He is also fighting a legal battle with his wife for the custody of his daughter. His daughter's name is Suhan, and today is her birthday. Shiv brings a surprise gift for her. However, when Suhan opens the gift, she is not happy at all. She realizes that it is the same gift her father gave her last time. Shiv was so lost in his work that he did not even notice this mistake. He feels embarrassed when he realizes what he has done. Suhan tells her father that she wants to meet her mother, so Shiv decides to take her to her mother the next day. The next morning, we see a train at the railway station that is heading to Busan. Shiv boards the train with his daughter. The train is crowded with many passengers, including a baseball team and their cheerleaders. There is also a young man traveling with his girlfriend. Two elderly sisters are also on the train together. A poor and homeless man is present as well, and he seems suspicious. When someone asks him about his ticket, he strangely says that everyone is going to die. We also see another man named Sang Hua, who is a strong and kind person. He is traveling with his pregnant wife. Just as the train is about to depart, an injured girl suddenly manages to get on board. She has a wound on her leg, as if she has been bitten. After a short time, she collapses. An attendant notices her condition and quickly calls for medical help. Meanwhile, Shiv receives a call from his assistant, who tells him that riots are breaking out across the city. When the train finally starts moving, chaos can be seen outside. The entire city appears to be in panic. What no one on the train realizes is that a dangerous virus is spreading rapidly. People are turning into violent, uncontrollable creatures. Soon, the injured girl begins to transform. She attacks the train attendant and bites her. Within moments, the infection spreads further. The infected people start attacking others, and the situation inside the train becomes chaotic. Members of the baseball team also get infected one by one. Panic spreads quickly as more and more people turn into deadly creatures. A massive stampede breaks out inside the train. The infection spreads rapidly from one passenger to another. Almost the entire train begins to fall into chaos as people struggle to survive. While the remaining people were running from one coach to another, Shiv was still searching for his daughter. During his search, he somehow reached a compartment where many people had already turned into zombies. As soon as the zombies saw him, they started chasing him. At that moment, Suhan called out to her father from behind. Shiv quickly grabbed his daughter and ran with her. Despite being chased by several infected people, he managed to reach a safer compartment. He quickly entered and shut the door behind him, protecting the people inside. On the other side, Sang Hua also managed to escape from the zombies with his pregnant wife and reached the same compartment. However, Shiv had kept the door closed. Sang Hua asked him to open it. Shiv hesitated for a moment, unsure if it was safe. But as soon as Sang Hua got closer, Shiv opened the door, pulled them inside, and locked it again. After this, Sang Hua became a little angry. He told Shiv that if he had delayed even a second, they could have been killed. A short while later, an announcement was made on the train that it would not stop at the next station. Some passengers started panicking and insisted that the train must stop or everyone would die. The train driver had not received any clear order to stop. As the train passed through a station, they saw chaos outside. Many people were desperately trying to stop the train. It became clear that the virus had spread across the entire city. Soon after, another announcement was made that the train would stop at the next station, where the military was supposed to secure the area. Since Shiv worked as a fund manager, he had some high-level contacts. He called his senior to confirm whether it was safe to get off at the next station. His senior informed him that anyone showing signs of infection would be quarantined by the army. Shiv did not want to be separated from his daughter, so he asked if there was another way. His senior told him not to exit through the main gate. Instead, he should use a side exit where his men would pick him up safely. After some time, the train arrived at the next station and stopped. The station looked completely deserted. There were no passengers, no staff, and no signs of normal activity. Some people got off the train and slowly moved onto the platform. Meanwhile, others felt that stopping there was dangerous. Even though the announcement mentioned military presence, no soldiers were visible anywhere. Most of the passengers began heading toward the main gate. However, Shiv and his daughter quietly moved toward a more isolated exit, following the instructions he had received. A few people noticed this and started following them, curious about where they were going. Suhan tells her father that they should take the others with them, but Shiv refuses and says they should only think about themselves. Hearing this, Suhan becomes upset and tells him that this selfish behavior is the reason her mother left them. On the other side, the rest of the passengers are moving toward the main gate. Suddenly, they discover that the military personnel there have already turned into zombies. Seeing this, panic spreads everywhere. People start running in fear, trying to save their lives. Some get injured, while others are attacked. Shiv tries to escape with his daughter. At one point, a zombie comes dangerously close to Suhan. Just in time, someone intervenes and saves her. Rush back back and close the gate behind them to slow the zombies. However, they cannot hold them off for long. Everyone begins running back toward the train in desperation. In the chaos, some people open the wrong door, allowing more zombies to enter. The situation quickly gets worse as the infected chase the survivors again. Despite this, a few people manage to escape and head toward the train. During this chaos, a train attendant helps two elderly sisters escape. One of them is taken to another compartment for safety. Meanwhile, Sang-hwa and his pregnant wife also manage to get back onto the train. However, the compartment they enter is already filled with zombies. To survive, they quickly hide inside a small restroom. On the other side, a selfish passenger pressures the train staff to leave immediately. He insists that they should not wait for anyone else. Even though some people are still left behind, the train is started. Meanwhile, Sang-hwa and a few others try to hold back the zombies for as long as possible. When they can no longer hold them off, they start running. While escaping, they meet two more survivors and join together. All of them run toward the train, but by that time it has already started moving. Zombies are still chasing them from behind. To save themselves, they somehow manage to enter another empty compartment. After getting inside, one of them calls his friend to check on the others. He learns that some survivors are trapped in a different compartment filled with zombies. They are hiding in a restroom to stay safe. He is told that they are in compartment 13, while he and the others are in compartment 9. Now they must find a way to reach each other while avoiding the zombies. To reach them, they must cross the compartments between coach 9 and coach 13. So, they prepare themselves to fight whatever comes in their way. In the first compartment, they fight bravely and push forward while defeating the zombies. When they reach the next compartment, they see that it is completely filled with infected people. Yang and his friends also prepare themselves to face the danger. All of them get ready to fight the zombies together. As the train enters a tunnel, everything suddenly becomes dark. They realize that the zombies cannot see properly in the darkness. Taking advantage of this, they quietly move forward without fighting. To cross the next compartment, Shiv makes a plan. He throws a phone toward the zombies and uses the ringtone to attract them. As the sound plays, all the zombies gather in one direction. Using this distraction, the group carefully slips past them. Now Shiv is very happy to meet his daughter, and Sang-hwa is also happy to meet his wife. But before these people can go to the rest of the people, the tunnel ends and the zombies are about to see them when these people also hide in the toilet. After that, these people make a plan that the next tunnel will come after 3 minutes. They decide to use the darkness again to cross another dangerous section. Hyung calls his friend and tells him to keep the door open for them. Hearing this, his friend feels hopeful and tells the others that help is coming. However, a selfish man refuses to open the door. He argues that they might already be infected and could put everyone else in danger. Some of the other passengers agree with him and decide not to open the door. Meanwhile, as darkness falls again, Shiv and his group use the opportunity to move forward. They manage to cross another compartment, but the light returns before they fully reach safety. Now zombies start moving toward them again. On the other side, Yang tries to convince the others to open the door, but no one is willing to take the risk. While some people try to block the zombies, others desperately try to open the door. The elderly woman and the pregnant woman stand there in fear, waiting for help. Despite everything, no one shows mercy at first. The door remains closed as danger gets closer. Finally, the group manages to force the door open and enter the safe compartment. The others quickly follow them inside. To save everyone, Sang-hwa sacrifices himself. He stays behind to hold the zombies back and tells Shiv to take care of his wife. Shiv takes his daughter and Sang-hwa's pregnant wife and moves forward. Moments later, the zombies break through and overpower Sang-hwa. The loss deeply affects everyone, especially his wife. After reaching the next compartment, Shiv becomes very angry at the selfish man. He says that if the door had been opened on time, Sang-hwa would still be alive. He blames him for what happened. Instead of feeling guilty, the man turns the others against Shiv and his group. He claims that they might be infected and cannot be trusted. He insists that they should not stay with the rest of the passengers. Slowly, the other people also begin to agree with him. They demand that Shiv and his group move to another compartment. The elderly woman is deeply shocked after losing her sister. As soon as they leave, the remaining passengers tightly shut the door behind them. They refuse to let them come back in. A little later, in grief and anger, the elderly woman opens the door of the compartment. As soon as the door opens, zombies rush inside. Within moments, the infection spreads and almost everyone inside is attacked. Meanwhile, Shiv tries to comfort his daughter. He promises her that he will stay with her and protect her no matter what happens. Soon, the train is forced to stop because another train has crashed ahead, blocking the track. Now the survivors must get off and move to another train to continue their journey. At the same time, the selfish man hides in a restroom with a train attendant. To save himself, he pushes the attendant toward the zombies and runs away. To reach another train, Yang and Jin-hee move through the middle section of a carriage filled with danger. At that moment, Yang-soo is called, and in panic, he pushes Jin-hee into a group of zombies and runs away to save himself. As a result, Jin-hee is attacked and soon turns into a zombie. Jungkook, who loved Jin-hee deeply, refuses to leave her behind. However, Jin-hee bites him, and he also also becomes infected. Soon after, Yang-hee boards the train, but it collides with another train, causing chaos. Because of the crash, Shibo and the pregnant woman become trapped beneath a train surrounded by zombies. On the other side, the captain manages to reach another train safely. He steps out intending to help Young-soo, but Young-soo, still acting selfishly, pushes the captain into a group of zombies to save himself. Meanwhile, Shuk struggles desperately, trying to free himself from under the train. Shiv escapes with his daughter and Sang-hwa's pregnant wife. Another man stays behind to hold off the zombies so they can get away safely. They begin running toward a moving train while zombies chase them from behind. Despite the danger, they do not give up and manage to climb onto the train. Some zombies hang onto the train from outside, slowing it down. With great effort, they manage to shake them off and continue moving. Inside the train, a new danger appears. The selfish man is already infected, but the virus has not fully taken over yet. Then suddenly Young-soo attacks Shiv. Shiv tries hard to defend himself, but Young-soo bites him on the hand. With no other option left, Shiv ties himself to a chain and jumps off the train, taking Young-soo with him. Young-soo then falls down toward the ground. Because Shiv was secured with the chain, he manages to survive. Only then does Shiv realize that he has also become infected. Without wasting time, he takes his daughter and the pregnant woman toward the front of the train where the driver is. He quickly explains to them how to operate the train and what they need to do next. Shiv tells his daughter that once they reach Busan, she should go to her mother and stay safe with the auntie. Hearing this, his daughter starts crying. She does not want to be separated from her father. Shiv is also heartbroken, but he knows this is the only way to save her. He slowly steps away from them. As he walks, he becomes emotional and starts remembering the precious moments he spent with his daughter. Those memories bring a faint smile to his face in his final moments. Soon after, he fully turns and is no longer himself. On the other side, his daughter cries deeply as she realizes what has happened. After some time, the train finally reaches Busan station. The girl and the pregnant woman carefully step off the train and begin walking forward. Ahead of them, several military soldiers are positioned and on alert. When the soldiers see them, they become unsure whether they are normal humans or infected. They prepare to shoot, thinking they might be a threat. Just before anything happens, the little girl starts singing the same song she had prepared for her father. Hearing her innocent voice, the soldiers realize that they are not infected. They immediately stop and rescue both of them safely. This story is filled with emotional moments and sacrifices. You can share in the comments which scene affected you the most. For more movie explanations like this, subscribe to the channel.